guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are doing a first impression on this beauty right here. This is the Juvias Place Nubian Royal palette. Juvias Place released their holiday sets. I didn't get the whole set, I just got the palette. They came out with this palette and the Nubian Glow palette, which is more like yellow, orange, gold tones. I am a neutrals girl through and through, but something about purples and greens suck me in, and those tones are great for a redhead. So I did decide this is an affordable palette in my opinion. I wanted to pick it up and I wanted to try it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some live swatches with you. I'm gonna create this look right here, and then I will also insert some close-ups of better swatches, because when I tried to do live swatches with the Child palette by COLLAB, that did not turn out very well. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so looking at the back of this eyeshadow palette, it does say that shades 1 and 2, these two right here, are eyeshadows. Then it says 3, 4, and 5 are pressed pigments. So 3, 4, 5, which is why I think you could see some staining. They typically say that pressed pigments aren't necessarily safe for the eye area simply because they can stain. And then you have the glitter right down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do some live swatches. I was not very successful last time. This is the first shade. This is a beautiful shade. It almost looks like it might be a bit of a duochrome. I don't know that it's supposed to be, but I feel like I can see a shift. And I have not used this yet, but I definitely want to use that shade. This is shade number 2 next to it, which is very deep. It is a sheen, but it doesn't have chunks of glitter, which I like. And then this is the pressed pigment number 3. So let me try to swatch these for you. Here is the first shade. I will admit, I am not a pro swatcher. My swatches are actually probably not the best, but you'll get the idea. Those are the 3 shades in the top row, the first, the second, and the third. These 2 are the eyeshadows. This one right here is the pressed pigment. Let's get into the bottom row. Okay, going into the bottom row, the first 2 shades are also pressed pigments right here. And then the glitter. Now when you're touching the glitter, you can tell it's a glitter, you can feel it, but it does feel a little bit tacky. It feels like you have some grip in it. So again, let's try to swatch these. This is the first one. The second one, this one probably won't show up the best on my skin tone because it's very light. This is the glitter. There we go. Those are the eyeshadows swatched. Okay, let's get started and let's do something that we rarely do on this channel, and that is play with color. So here I have the Juvias Place Nubian Royal palette. It is a shade full of purples. Instantly when I saw these palettes, it's this one, the Nubian Royal and the Nubian Glow. I do not have the Nubian Glow, but instantly when I saw these palettes, they caught my eye and I thought they were beautiful. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb and purchase this, try it out. Purple's supposed to look good on red hair. My friends were saying they really enjoyed this palette. I'm very interested in this shimmer shade here, but you know what? You know what we're gonna do today? Today we're gonna play in glitter. We're gonna play in this glitter shade right here. Now, if you caught my makeup that I'm just not that into, I will link it right here in case you have not seen that. I don't like glitter. And it's not because I don't think that it's pretty. It's not because I don't think that it looks beautiful on the eyes. I don't like glitter because it's messy. But you know what? I was talking to my friend Heather Austin, and she was like, Kelly, I know you don't like glitter. Heather is a glitter queen. She loves glitter, she loves sparkle, she likes shimmer, she likes concealer. She told me, I know you don't like glitter, Kelly, but give it a chance. Just give it a chance, give it a try. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go in and prime with this Fenty Beauty primer. It's called the Pro Filter Amplify Eye Primer. Now, typically I do set my eyeshadow primer, but since we're using some glitter today, I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're just gonna go right in with the eyeshadow shades and see how they perform. Now, in my head, I'm picturing a halo eye, but you know, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't even know that I'm really that good at eyeshadow compared to some of the other beauty YouTubers you may watch here. But we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see where this palette takes us. Now, they don't have shade names, so I'll just point. I'm gonna use this lightest shade here, and I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. Where's my Sigma? My Sigma E40, the tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just kind of put it all over the crease. This part, we're not trying to keep it nice and neat. We're gonna just put it all over the place, everywhere. And that way it'll help ease some of the darker eyeshadow shades. This part usually takes a lot of time. This is the part of the video that I normally would cut out a lot of the blending. But I'm telling you, I could just blend all day long. I don't know if it was my Hocus Pocus video or the video that I did with the child, The Mandalorian by ColourPop. I don't know which one of those eyeshadow palette videos that I mentioned it in, but I could literally blend all day. Like, I could just sit here and blend. I love blending, and this brush does it seamlessly. But we don't have all day. See, I'm already changing my mind here. I thought we were gonna do a halo eye, but now I'm switching it up a little bit. But I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Now, this pastel shade worked beautiful on my skin tone. It's not very intimidating for someone like me who's scared of color, but I think it would be pretty light on someone else's skin tone. So now I'm going in with the shade next to it. Oh, I almost thought I dug my nail in it, but I didn't. And I'm gonna keep this a little bit lower. I'm gonna focus it in the outer V. Now, I do want it throughout the whole crease, but where you first put your brush is where you'll have the most pigmentation. So that's why I kind of wanna hang out over here, like in the outer V, and then drag it up into the crease. And I'm just keeping my brush with very minimal pressure, very light pressure. And once I think that the majority of the product is off of my brush, then I carry it up a little bit. But I mean, we'll go in and blend again. But I'm just gonna do this multiple times until I get the pigmentation that I want. Just dipping my brush in a very little bit and putting it right in the crease. Now, this shade also is not as intimidating as I was expecting. Like I said, I'm not a color girl. I normally stick to my neutrals. Color intimidates me. I don't know why. I mean, it's just makeup. I could wash it off anytime I wanted to, but for some reason, color makes me nervous. Okay, are you ready to get brave? Now we're gonna go in with the deepest shade. And this Real Techniques brush is the 203. So it's still fluffy, but it's more pointed. And I'm gonna use that to take this shade and press it. I wanna keep it right here. Whoa, that's pigmented. This is why I used a fluffier brush. I wanna put it right here in the outer portion. But see, a fluffier brush is gonna make it easier for me to blend out. And that was, I literally only tapped into the pan a couple times. That was super pigmented. But this is why I liked to use, or I wanted to use a fluffier brush, because I can press it on there, but then I can just kind of take my brush and shimmy it over the pigment, and it's gonna blend it out, but it won't take away from the pigmentation. It's really pretty though. Are there any other neutral lovers like me who got this eyeshadow palette or even the Nubian Glow one? If you have, let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking of it. I want to challenge myself. I want to step outside the box and use a little bit more color. It's something that is intimidating to me. So I really like to watch other YouTubers and see how they use color. And I'm actually really inspired by my friend Heather, because she'll tell you in the beginning of her videos, like, she's literally just playing and she has so much fun with makeup. She doesn't get upset if it turns out different than how she pictured it. I mean, at the end of the day, you can just wash it off. It's just makeup. It's just for fun. But I don't know, for some reason, I'm just a little intimidated by color. I think that looks really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, I think this is an e.l.f. brush, the e.l.f. eyeliner brush, and that deepest purple shade that we were just using. And I'm gonna press it. I need to get a mirror closer up. I'm gonna press it along the lower lash line, just like at the very outer section of my lash line. Here's the moment of truth. The glitter. The glitter is this shade right here. I'm gonna put it all over the lid. I wish I had a glitter glue, but I just don't. So I'm gonna take some more of this primer, and because I don't want to put it on my eye and dip it back in, I'm gonna put it on my finger and kind of pat the primer like where I'm gonna put the glitter, which is what I would do if I had a glitter glue. So it's the same concept, but just since I don't have a glitter glue, that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we go. I'm a little nervous. Let's see. Get my mirror. I'm gonna take my finger. By touching it, I can feel the little glitter specks. So I'm gonna press onto my eye. I think it was a good call that I put some more of that primer, because I can feel the tacky primer base. And I do have a little bit of fallout, but it's very minimal. But let me tell you, that Fenty primer, that's a good alternative if you don't have a glitter glue, because that is super tacky. I mean, Heather was not wrong, people. This glitter is very beautiful. Now I need to get it off of my fingers, though. It's everywhere. I couldn't get right into the very inner corner just because I do have nails. So, I mean, I couldn't get into that inner corner. I'm gonna go in that deepest shade again and just put a little bit more, like right out here. Just right in the corner. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hop off camera real quick, do some mascara, try to clean up a little bit of the fallout, apply a little more bronzer, because I think I need a little bit more, clean up my fingers, and we'll talk a little bit more about the palette. So here we have the finished look. This is what it looks like. I have to say, Heather did not steer me wrong when she challenged me to use this glitter shade. Is it a shade that I think I'll reach for all the time? No, because it is still a glitter. It's very beautiful. You could have loaded up way more if you wanted to. I definitely was very conservative on the use of the glitter shade. I really want to try this shade out here. I'm very interested to see also how much staining I get when I go to remove this, because I know Heather said she did not have an issue with staining, but Britt Clark, when she used it, said that she did have some staining on her eyes. So I'm not someone who typically has a lot of issues with staining or eye irritation. Hopefully that's not the case with this palette. I think this is a nice little treat. I think it's a cute little palette. It's affordable. I love the price of Juvias Place eyeshadows. You can order straight from the Juvias site. You can use codes to save money. I know Angelica Nyquist has a code, so I'll leave that on the screen in case you're interested. You can also purchase it from ULTA, so I think that's nice. You can get your hands on Juvias Place eyeshadows. I felt like the mattes went on beautifully. I do know that I like the formula of Juvias Place eyeshadow palettes. I really like the look that I created. It It's something different for me. It's outside of the ordinary, outside of the box, and I'm really happy with it. Is this gonna be my go-to everyday eyeshadow palette? No, it's not. But I like that I could contain the glitter. I think it was really helpful that I did go in with some more eyeshadow primer because I didn't have a glitter glue, but Heather wasn't wrong when she said that it's not like other glitters and it doesn't get everywhere. You can definitely tell when touching it that it is a glitter. You can tell, but it still didn't get all over the place. But that is going to do it for this video. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you tried this palette out? Is it something you're hoping to get for the holidays? And if you have tried it, let us know what you think. Otherwise, I hope that if you enjoyed this video, you'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can be up to date on my latest content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.